All right. So that was a lot to cover, and I'm sure there's going to be other questions. We will be publishing guidance documents like we always do. We wanted to get the notice about these DHMs out, but there'll be additional guidance documents coming out to give some further guidance with regard to what how to implement these DHMs. So we will be following on with that. And then one of the things we've talked about also is that food banks have been put under a lot of pressure right now, given the economic impact that's gone on with this pandemic. People are more food insecure, and so they've been going to food banks. Maybe the food banks are using 10 times the amount of food they were using before and having to find resources for that. The Alliance for the Future of Agriculture, which is an alliance group that includes all of our producers, and I'll let them describe it further, contribute to really promote agriculture, is pitching in to be able to help our food banks with refrigeration capacity so they can take more of those perishable goods. And so I'm going to call Steve Martin up here with the Alliance for the Future of Agriculture, otherwise known as AFAN, to come up and talk about that. Steve?
Right. Thank you, Governor, and thank you for your support of this project. I want to just kind of step back a little bit, describe who AFAN is and what the project is. The Alliance for the Future of Agriculture is made up of all the leading commodity groups, beef, dairy, poultry, pork, corn, soybean, and Nebraska Farm Bureau. Plus we have many private sponsors, businesses, and individuals that support what we do. What happened is through COVID-19 and some of the stresses that's caused on people, the demand on food pantries really skyrocketed. At the same time, we had an incident or several incidents this spring where dairy producers were dumping milk. There was no place for it to go. So a dairy farmer up near Wayne said, "Can I buy milk and send it to my food pantry?" Well, the food pantry, and I didn't know this, but food pantry's number one requested item is milk. They said they would love to have it, but they did not have refrigeration. So that farmer worked with his dairy association. They were able to come up with some funds and actually bought refrigeration units for 4 food pantries. In doing that, they also came up with a list of 25 more food pantries that wanted or needed refrigeration to do the same thing. AFAN, along with the Nebraska Department of Agriculture, who is also a AFAN member, joined forces with Midwest Dairy, along with our partners, and we were able to come up with a pot of money, basically, and created a grant fund for those other 25 food pantries. Those food pantries serve over 40,000 people every month. And that's a lot of people. And that number is growing. So that is sort of what we've started with. As we've looked at it, we realize that there's other food pantries out there that would be interested in this same product, the same grant. So the grant is up to $4,000 per food pantry. They can use it to purchase refrigerators, freezers, and the associated costs that go with that, like delivery. If there's installation, it will pay for that too. We're asking them to shop at their local retailer, so we create some local business, and then we write the check directly to that retailer, which really facilitates a quick turnover in those units. So what we're doing today is we're rolling this out statewide. Any food pantry that would like to apply for this grant, the application is on our website at becomeafan.org. That's becomeafan.org. It's a very simple application. The other side of what we know is that we don't have the money it's going to take to cover all of these food pantries. We wish we did. We know we don't. So we're also looking for individuals, businesses, associations, anybody that would like to support this project to consider donating. If you're able and it's right for you, we would consider accepting that donation, which we would then use to purchase the refrigerators and freezers for food pantries. The information on where to donate is also on our website, becomeafan.org. The deadline for applications is June 22nd. That's a fairly quick turnaround, but with fiscal calendars ending in June, that's what we really were forced to do. I think we're going to be able to facilitate that. We have a lot of great support in the back end of this and the application process, so Again, if you're a food pantry and you would like refrigeration units, please apply. If you're an individual or a business that would like to support the project, please contact us, and we'd love to have any donation you feel is acceptable. With that, I guess, are there any questions on that?
Tell you what, Steve, we'll take that up at the end when we, after usually have
Okay.
questions.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Great.